happy if we didn't talk about. But the thing is, I don't know. He was special. I wouldn't know.
So he was a special animal in the farm.
That is what it appears to be. Anyway.
That was given the best share. And a special treatment.
Honorable, I've done my best.
No, we still need to help us because you want to, get the facts. Because the reason why Aisha was given that special treatment, we want to know why you were called on a meeting to come and tell us what is not correct and what is not right, when why you were called to be asked to stop. That was the reason. What was the reason? Tell us.
Honorable.
You know, you always use that word. I thought I was going too much. This was what the word you always use.
Honorable.
Yes, Mr. Jaro.
I think I have cleared the air. Maybe now you want me to be as clear as the skies.
Exactly. I will be very clear so that everybody is standing down there. The flamer was talking.
Honorable, simply said, I have been to Aisha Fatty's property. I have done my utmost in terms of serving the notice. I have done my utmost in terms of establishing ownership, and eventually it was deferred to the commission. And I think I previously also mentioned, I don't know why they want to put pressure on me regarding this Aisha Fatty property, but I know also that I have said that because my minister has asked me to stand down, the mere fact that I could not establish ownership.
What was your minister by then?
Honorable Tambedou was my minister at the time.
And I will make mention that
I was going to that particular property. Usually, I will inform the Solicitor General when I'm going out. So I informed the Solicitor.
Verbally or a memo?
Verbally when I was leaving, because already notices were served. So I informed the Solicitor General that I'm going to that particular property. I think that was the very moment, second day also, when I was going there to serve the notice.
The eviction notice.
Yeah, the eviction notice. That she will be evicted at some point. You know, she should know that. So when I was going on my way, I think I remember at some point the solicitor called me to ask. I said, where are you? I said, I was going to the place I told you. So when I got there, she told me, if you are done with that, you can come back. You can see me rather. So when I came, then that was when I went with him to meet the Honorable Minister. The Honorable Minister said that we should retract. And but then I think that at that point too, I think I was too much. And I said, why? That was when he came up with the issue that we are not able to prove that she does not own the property. I thought maybe, on reflection, I think I was a bit too much with the minister when I said no. The fact that she has produced the document on the minute letterhead is an indication that she does not own the property. And then I raised this issue of the balance of probabilities. Upon reflection, I thought I was too much with the minister.
When you say you were too much, what do you mean? Were you being insubordinate to the minister? Did you feel that you were being disrespectful?
Yes, on reflection, I think I was disrespectful.
But at the time, you felt justified in your stance.
At that material moment,
yeah. All right. So, Mr. Jaro, when you inform the Attorney General of your own opinion and your stance that it is indeed necessary for the occupants of that property to prove ownership so that you can continue with other properties and just do your work, what was his response? Did he still insist that you stop the work that you were doing, which is to ensure that she vacated the property, or even prove to you, at least at the bare minimum, that she owned the property?
Well, if my memory served well, I think he insisted on his position that we couldn't prove, and I had to do that.
You had to give up?
Yes.
Well, Mr. Jalo, let's go back to your view at the time, where you said that you felt on a balance of probabilities that in as much as it was hard to prove, but also there's a burden on her to also prove that she owned the property, and when you asked, she provided you a letter. And of course, we all know that that is not sufficient to prove title to land in this country. Why didn't you insist on that?
Well, I believe by my conduct I was insisting.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I believe. By my conduct.
Okay.
But as I said, upon reflection, I thought I was a bit too much.
All right. So, Mr. Jallo, you stated that you were accompanied to this meeting by the Solicitor General.
Yes. In fact, he was the one who called
So, in
my
the
attention.
entire discussion, he was present?
Yeah, he was there.
Did he say anything, did he just watch?
Well, he was with me. It's like he was in support of my position. That is my own. That is what I.
Okay, but you were eventually overpowered.
Would I call it overpowered? I don't know. I don't want to go.
Okay, what would you call it?
Well, let me just say I eventually, took a neutral position, and the commission did its work.
So you decided to stand down.
Yeah.
But Mr. Jallo, you said this meeting with the AG preceded the meetings with the chair of the commission.
That's correct.
So you indeed did not stand down at that point.
I stood down. The mere fact that it is with the commission is aware, and I was invited. I stood down.
But you still went to the property after that meeting with the AG?
No, I didn't.
You didn't go back?
No, I didn't go back.
So you just one day you were called by the chair and said, come and meet me?
Yeah. No sooner the commission invited me and the lady was called there,
okay.
I decided to stay away.
Mr. Jallo, considering at that point you had a difference in opinion with the Honorable Minister, did it not occur to you to at least put your opinion into writing in the form of a memo, at least, or email, and send to the minister to just state for the record, at least, so that in the future, if there ever comes a time where the execution of your duties was somehow questioned, you would have something to vindicate you, especially with regards to this issue. Did you not write a memo?
I never thought of that.
Okay.
Especially having regard to the fact that the commission got involved and invited her. I never really thought of that. I just thought it's a transaction ongoing, and the mere fact that the very commission established to take care of those is in its operations and have invited this person. Okay. I thought that was sufficient.
Okay. And the Solicitor General was present, so it was sufficient?
Yes, he was there during the meeting.
Okay.
But I think in my memory serve, he was supporting my side of the agreement.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, we had a relationship, and so
it was not okay. Yeah. All right. So, Mr. Jallo, before we just move forward to other issues, just confirm this for the committee. You received instructions from the AG and the chair of the commission, and in meetings that were attended by others to stop the work you were doing with regards to this property. Are these the only people that ever contacted or had anything to say to you with regards to these properties?
Maybe I need to clarify so that we are on the same page.
Not these properties, this particular property. So we can move ahead to something else. Please do.
The commission never asked me to stop.
Okay, not clearly.
But impliedly.
Implied.
That is what I will assume, in the sense that they have already taken over and the person was called to testify.
Okay.
So the commission, the chairman never asked me to stop. I know he personally told me that, you have my backing in case of anything. That the chairman definitely told me.
Yeah, sure.
Because I think at some point he too was concerned for me. And because I felt I was a bit too much. But the chairman, honestly speaking, he was also concerned for me and said, I have, his backing. In case of anything, they will stand for me.
But did you need backing?
Well, at least somehow, at least to give me assurances that he needed not to worry about whatever transpired in this transaction. So I would call it at least to make me settle down and not feel otherwise.
So were you a bit concerned, a bit nervous about the whole thing?
Pull and push with it was good.
Okay. It's not easy.
Could be interpreted, wrongly. Quite frankly, whatever I was doing it
in good faith.
In good faith. I don't know the person that was occupying that property. I never had a relationship with her. It was the first time I met her. It was the first time I got to know her. I never knew her, so I don't have anything why I should be, averse to her.
Okay.
I was merely executing my duties within the confines of the law, and so. But your superiors, you also need to accord them some respect. So if there is a way you comport yourself, it may be within the parameters of your, of the rules governing you. But on reflection, you realize that, oh no, why not? You could have just. Yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Jallo, you had also mentioned.
But we also seek our cooperation in terms of the ownership of the property. We visited the property, and we are of the belief that the property belongs to the husband, or I don't know whether it was the real husband. I'm not sure at the time, as it was mentioned to us that he was a fiancé. That's to permit my. I'm not sure, but that's what we were told, that he was fiancé of the former president. And how we got to have knowledge of the particular property was when we visited Aisha Jallo, who is the wife of this particular individual. And as you know, it's normal that when she is leaving the property as the legitimate wife, if she knows about any other property belonging to the husband, she would mention it. So during the time when we were there, when we eventually had, direct, contact with her, she made us know that in fact there is another property at Bijilo, which was occupied by this particular Aisha Fatty.
Okay.
So we had to go there to verify. It was only after also we realized that even the commission team went there, but we were never informed. So when we went there, she claimed that she owns the property. That is what she claimed. But we were insisting on her proving her ownership. So at some point, she produced a document on a military letterhead, and that raises further suspicion, affirming our position that she does not own the property. And I said, title deeds cannot be, perfected on military letterheads. As far as we are concerned, she needed to prove ownership. So when there was a back and forth, eventually we had already departed I was called to the commission by the chairman and his team, and we had a meeting there, and they asked about the status of the property. I explained what was going on, in the sense that sometimes when you enter, you realize that she will call someone and leave the telephone on. You can feel that as you are talking to her, she's putting the telephone on and someone will be listening to what you are saying. But I was not bothered by that actually, because I was only doing my job within the confines of the law. So subsequently, the matter went before the commission, and that was why the commission invited her to, of course, hear her testimony. So I wouldn't know whether eventually she was asked to leave also, but it was a matter that was finally referred to the commission. The commission took over from me.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jallo, for that. You just mentioned that you were called to the commission by the chair for a meeting. Was the invitation for this meeting, was it a phone call or was it a written request?
Yeah, it was a phone call.
It was a phone call. You were called by the chair himself, not an employee.
No, I believe it was the secretary that called me, I believe.
The secretary called you, okay, to come and meet the chair. So the meeting with the chair, was it specifically on this issue? Can you just highlight?
Yeah.
So one day, as you were executing your duties, going out into the field several times, you receive a phone call, and you were told the chair of the Janneh Commission wants to meet you. Is that it?
Yeah.
And then you honored the meeting, you went to meet with the chair.
Yeah.
And the entire agenda of this meeting focused on this specific property.
That is correct. It was a short meeting, that's correct.
It was a short meeting. Mr. Jallo, can you please just explain before you actually explain what happened, who was present at this meeting? Was it just you and the chair?
The
Were
chairman,
there other officials of the commission present at this meeting?
the chairman himself and the 2 other commissioners
Okay.
with the lead counsel.
All right. So these were the people present.
And the secretary, yes.
What did you attend this meeting alone, or did you take some members of your team with you?
I was alone.
You were alone. So, Mr. Jallo, I'd like you to clarify, because I'm a little bit concerned. You've gone to 36 properties several times. You've tried to evict different people, even relatives of the former president. It's a lot of work.
Yes, it is.
Yes. So I want you to provide clarity in detail for this committee why this property raised such a concern that even the chair of the commission had to call you to come in for a meeting.
Well, I believe maybe I want to be very careful with my wordings. I believe maybe she has some powers outside in defense of her. That's what I believe. And when it became intense to ascertain the ownership of that particular property, it was only wise that we divide to the I think that was the reason why the chairman called for the meeting to understand the nature of it, what was going on. So I had to go there and clarify that this is what we are facing. We have been there, and she has produced a document, on a military letterhead. But subsequently, I also had meetings with my minister. I also had a meeting with my minister on it.
On the same issue?
On the same issue, yes.
Sorry.
Because
Yeah.
they knew,
Okay.
because they knew I was also dealing with that property.
Okay.
And the understanding was at the beginning. The understanding was the property belongs to General Suleiman Baj. Even from the honorable minister himself, I'm sure that will be our understanding.
Okay.
Because I think on one occasion, what he mentioned to me was the vehicle that he was driving also may be a vehicle belonging to General Suleiman Baj, which I never find out. But we went to the property. And so when we went to the property, eventually, even the minister himself has asked me to stand down since I'm not able to prove ownership. But I think maybe I have gone too far also to say certain things to the minister when I mentioned to him that, well, I still believe that she needs to prove ownership in the sense that she has produced a document on a military letterhead, is sufficient proof, evidence for me to prove further, for me to push further to make her establish ownership, because this is a civil matter, and the balance of probabilities in establishing these things. So I went further to explain that to the minister. But I thought at that material moment, after that discussion, I thought I was going